Good morning. You're watching News for Hearing Impaired. I'm Preeti. With me is Sonia. Our top stories first. As Swachh Bharat Abhiyan completes 2 years, several programs to be organized to mark the occasion that coincides with Gandhi Jayanti. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate new Pravasi Bharatiya Kendra. Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Venkaiah Naidu to felicitate award winners at Swachh Bharat Short Film Festival. India set to ratify Paris Climate Agreement today on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti. President Pranab Mukherjee gave his assent to the proposal approved by the government. In a huge response to government's anti-black money drive, 65,250 crores worth of black money unearthed in income declaration scheme. The figures to go up further as the data are consolidated. Finance Minister says over 56,000 crore was detected in search operations. In his first remarks after the cross-line of control anti-terror strike, Defence Minister warns Pakistan of a befitting reply if it continues to sponsor terrorism. Says Pakistan is still like anesthetized patient after the surgery. Lauds Indian Army for its prowess and valiant action on terror launchpads. Karnataka to file review petition in Supreme Court against release of Kaveri water to Tamil Nadu. Also calls of special assembly session tomorrow to further ponder over the issue. Siddaramaiah says there is no willful disobedience of the Supreme Court orders. BCCI unanimously adopts many recommendations of Justice Lodha Committee in its special general body meeting held at Mumbai. Members refused to accept some other major reform-oriented recommendations, including the age limit of 70 years and 3-year cooling-off period. India draws first blood as New Zealand loses 7 wickets at a paltry score of 128 in the first innings on second day of the second test match against New Zealand at Eden Gardens. India's first innings folded at 316. Those were the top stories. Now the news in detail. Swachh Bharat mission has completed 2 years today. The mission was launched on Gandhi Jayanti in 2014. Several programs are being organized across the nation to mark the occasion. Urban Development Minister M. Venkaiah Naidu, along with Communication Minister Manoj Sinha, will release a special stamp on Swachh Bharat. He will also felicitate makers of short film on Swachh Bharat. Home Minister Rajnath Singh will administer Swachhta Pledge at Central Park in New Delhi. Other union ministers will also participate in various cleanliness drives. 35 districts, including Porbandar, birthplace of Mahatma Gandhi, and about 1 lakh villages will be declared open defecation free. Community-led mass cleaning campaigns will be organized all across the country. In a run-up to the event, several programs like Cleanliness Week, Swachhta Pakhwada, and India Sanitation Conference were organized. Over the 2 years, the mission has gathered pace and momentum, and it has become a mass movement. The grateful nation is paying homage to Father of the Nation, Mahatma Gandhi, on his birth anniversary today. President, Vice President, Prime Minister, and other dignitaries will visit Rajghat, Samadhi of Mahatma Gandhi, to offer floral tributes to him. An all-religion prayer meeting will also be organized at Rajghat. A series of functions will be organized across the country to mark the day. The nation also remembers former Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri on his birth anniversary today. Born on 2nd October 1901 at Mughal Sarai, Shastriji became the second Prime Minister of India. India is all set to ratify the Paris climate deal today, with President Pranab Mukherjee giving his assent to a proposal approved earlier by the government, making India one of the key countries to help bring the pact into force. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had announced on September 25th that India will ratify it on 2nd October on the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. The move is expected to give momentum to the implementation of measures at the international level to control global warming. The pact will come into force after it has been ratified by at least 55 countries, which account for 55% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Paris Agreement was adopted by 185 nations last year on December 12th, and India signed it in New York on 22nd April this year. A total of 191 countries have signed the Paris Agreement so far. Minister of State for Environment Anil Madhav Dave said that India has already achieved 12 to 13% of its intended nationally determined contributions from 2020 targets. Noting that India has been vocal on the issue of climate justice, Dave said that a powerful seminar on climate justice will also be organized by India in Morocco, asserting that not only climate justice should be on time, but it should be in the right way. A whopping amount of over 65,000 crore rupees has been declared by people under the income declaration scheme that came to a close on 30th September. More than 64,000 declarations were made in the 4-month window, and this figure could go up once all the declarations filed online and manually are compiled. Speaking at a press conference to mark the end of the scheme, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley cautioned that this was a tentative amount and will be revised upwards since not all of the manual and online declarations had been verified yet. Tax collected from Income Declaration Scheme 2016 will go into Consolidated Fund of India and will be used for larger welfare of people. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his tweet has congratulated Finance Minister and his team for making IDS a great success. He also complimented the declarants who chose to be tax compliant. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met President Pranab Mukherjee at Rashtrapati Bhavan on Saturday. Prime Minister briefed the President on recent developments, including the surgical strike by India on terror camps along the LOC. President was briefed about the current situation and steps taken by the government in connection with this. The President was also briefed about surgical strikes by India immediately after it. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday unveiled the trophy for BRICS Under-17 football tournament in New Delhi. Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, Shri Vijay Goyal, and President of All India Football Federation, Praful Patel, were present on the occasion. Ambassadors from BRICS countries were also present. In his first remarks after India's anti-terror strike across the LOC, Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar compared Pakistan's condition to an anesthetized patient after a surgery. Referring to India's successful surgical strike, the Defence Minister said even 2 days after it, Pakistan had no idea what had happened. Congratulating the troops for the precision and efficacy of the strikes, Parrikar said that he has greeted all the members for the extraordinary feat. The Defence Minister was addressing the gathering at Peetsen village in Uttarakhand after unveiling a statue of freedom fighter from the state, Veer Chandra Singh Garwali. Army Chief Dalbir Singh on Saturday visited Northern and Western Commands based in Udhampur in Jammu and Kashmir. General Singh chaired a high-level meeting to review the situation and operational preparedness in Jammu and Kashmir, including along the line of control. He was briefed by top commanders in both the crucial commands about the prevailing situation and their overall preparedness and contingency plans. Situation interacts with troops who participated in the surgical strike. China on Saturday said that its technical hold on India's move to get Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar designated as a terrorist by United Nations, has been extended. The Chinese technical hold was set to expire on Monday, and that would have cleared the way to take forward the process to list Azhar as a global terrorist. The hold has now been extended for another 3 months. On March 31st this year, China, a veto-wielding permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, had blocked India's move to put a ban on Jaish-e-Mohammed leader and Pathankot attack mastermind under the Sanctions Committee of the Council. The Karnataka cabinet has decided not to release water to Tamil Nadu. The decision was taken after an all-party meeting which took a similar decision. Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, informed media that the state had taken a decision to file a review petition in the Supreme Court on Monday. The Chief Minister said that a special session of Karnataka Legislative Assembly will be convened on Monday over this issue. He said that the order of the Supreme Court, which directed release of water to Tamil Nadu, was defective and hence a review would be sought. The Chief Minister said the House would take a call on the release of water to Tamil Nadu. The largest hospital in rebel-held East Aleppo was bombed on Saturday for the third time in days as Syrian government forces pressed a Russian-backed offensive to retake the entire city. The Syrian American Medical Society, which supports the hospital, said it had been struck by barrel bombs. There are also reports of Russian-backed Syrian government forces hitting Aleppo's historic old city. Russian and Syrian air forces resumed attacks on the rebel-held city after a partial truce lapsed on 19th of September. The BCCI on Saturday decided to counter the Lodha Committee recommendations on bringing changes in the board's governance. In a special general meeting in Mumbai, the 30-member BCCI was in no mood to give in to several reforms suggested by Supreme Court appointed committee. The BCCI, according to sources, is likely to suggest that one state, one vote formula should not be implemented on Maharashtra and Gujarat. Both Maharashtra and Gujarat have more than one vote in the BCCI. The board is also going to oppose the 3-member selection panel that has been suggested by Lodha Committee. BCCI has already named a fresh 5-member junior and senior selection panels respectively, saying that 5 members are mandatory to cover the length and breadth of the country. Among other things, the board will also oppose the age and tenure caps. That's it in this edition of the News Prasar. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.